I think they can take it 2-0. Let's see if I'm right, though. This pistol ramp, Sinners, they push their way forward, go towards this B site. It kills back and forth, but with it being left in a 3v3, hallzerk puts it a man up for Dignitas and for Sinners. Now with HEAP shutting down Oskar on the flank, it's all on ZEDKO. 1 versus.
Where these players are lingering, spots out friberg, fires off a shot but can't connect it, and as he goes for the higher angle, HEAP's able to eliminate. See the force play here from Sinners. I wasn't sure whether it was going to come out or not, but these Desert Eagles, accompanied by the Kevlar, they're doing some damage,
and that's something they're going to be painfully aware of as the push goes through. beastik tries to cover the distance between him and HEAP. HEAP, though, able to be good for 1 trade there by ZEDKO. Man advantage now for Sinners, and as friberg goes for the high ground, that bold decision considering how low his HP was, but Shock hits some wonderful shots to shut down Forest, leaving letcro alone in a 1.
Yeah, I mean, damage, I suppose, but it's only on to these Desert Eagles, and as he finds himself 1, he's tagged down to 7 points of health. That is definitely his cue to fall away and save, but look at this flank. He'll surely be eliminated by NEOFRAG here as he falls right back to the B site. NEOFRAG gets messy, but he does win it, and it goes 1-1. Brilliant.
Deploys that molly, tries to hide for the time being, and well, there's a follow-up push goes through. We see them pressure him down in the back line. The max 10 from beastik rings true. He's traded out by friberg, sure, but the ground's been taken. And as friberg's actually able to double down there, it leaves us in a 4-on-3 with Shock deploying util where he can just to make his life a bit easier. friberg so low, it's a miracle he's still alive, and with that, friberg tries to pull ahead. They're able to shut down Shock. Goes down into a 4-on-2 with NEOFRAG trying to come out on top. Players reveal themselves. Nades go down. Oskar good for 1. Follow-up nade goes through. Oskar swings wide. Shuts down Forest now. Puts it into a 2-on-2. And now HEAP in a lot of trouble as Oskar gets ready to try and duel hallzerk. In a second now, we'll see that swing with a bit of damage done. HEAP good for 1. hallzerk hits his shots. And it's a beautiful recovery from Dignitas there.
It really is. Incredible efforts from Oskar. I thought that was going to be enough as he swung to the right-hand side. He was just an inch away from catching out holes.
Flank on these Sinners members, but 35 seconds left. That clock is ticking pretty damn quickly here.
Well, with Oskar finding that opener, only 28 seconds left. This is going to be difficult for them to get on this site and get this plant down. With the pressure behind from friberg, bringing it back into a 4-on-4, and meaning that someone has to watch the flank. They have to dart onto this site. They have to get this C4 planted. The spam, it's not going to deny it. Shock can punch in those digits. And now Sinners definitely with the...
Some flashes go down. Some nades do the same. And as he gets ready to try and make his way off this site, letcro spots him out. There's the first kill. And now that should spell the Dignitas attack. NEOFRAG, he trades. Beautiful shot before letcro is able to double down on him. Now beastik needs to be pretty damn careful, considering that letcro above the smoke might be able to catch him out. Forest will tap that bomb once, however, through the smoke. Is he caught out? No, it doesn't matter. He gets the defuse. Sinners again on
now, but it's probably going to be their last if they can't make it work. No snipers available. Oskar down to that Desert Eagle instead. But with NEOFRAG finding that opener, gives them a nice man advantage to work with.
Well, there's the kill back and forth. However, this is bet. Nonetheless, will it help as letcro? He's going to be joining his team for the assault. There's Forest to shut down Shock, and Shock, I think he went a bit prematurely there at this site and get that plant.
letcro spamming away at these members. He does a lot of damage, but he can't stop them. He can't find the kills. And as friberg comes in from the flank, previously he had success with it. This time, he gets a headshot. Forest, he just can't do any more than that single kill. It's a nice off
on Sinners' detriment rather than Dignitas' success. And while we see a mid push come through, Forest shuts down beastik.
Full lap of the map. It's surprising that they've not been challenged yet, but as Sinners start to funnel into B, these USBs might be good for a couple of kills. Oh my goodness, they're actually making this happen.
So that's a NEOFRAG now, alone in a 1 versus 4. Here's the USB. Forest, he finishes the job. Fair enough. Everything will catch him out just yet, though, as Sinners, they continue to just show presence. A few shots ring out. friberg, he's good for 1. ZEDKO to trade, but with a bit more damage done either way. Shot, he's ready to swing towards side, but Oskar's there to hit the shot. Oskar doubles down through the smoke as NEOFRAG hits Forest. Just like that, it all collapses, Josh. Ooh. Absolutely perfect round from Sinners there as it falls down to hallzerk. He's just got to go save. There's no money left for Dignitas either. friberg, he's got nothing. Granted, Forest.
AK's that AWP on Oskar. Aggression from Forest, but he can't quite find it. Millimeters away from connecting through that smoke. And NEOFRAG, he finds that opening elsewhere on the map. HEAP drops. And Sinners, once again, with a man advantage here, going into round number 12.
That they do. And as friberg looks to just catch out an initial man towards ramp. They'll shift his way forward. beastik is the one to delete him, though, and now with
Natus, 100% a safe call here. Don't want any more to do with this. They know how difficult it is once they're reset to try and build that money back up again. So holding on to these 3 weapons, definitely the game plan here. And with that loss bonus starting to build as well, they will actually be able to drop a couple of weapons to HEAP and friberg and go for another investment in the next. They need to make sure they're not hunted here, though.
That they do. Frag shots down Forest. There's the opening, but on the flip side, it's down to just hallzerk and letko. Oskar, beautiful shot to hallzerk. letko now alone. He's just carrying on the A side. He's trying to hide. Shock peeks into him, though. He's tagged down, and NEOFRAG should try and finish the job here if letko peeks into him. That he does. Just able to survive, but you don't survive beastik, who love this round boost. That was a beautiful round boost by ZEDKO there. He ran a few shots. I'm almost heartbroken to see it not work, but NEOFRAG, he's the one who says some down now. He makes it work, and with the trade going through.
Flashes right over the top. letko, he can't do anything. Further flashbangs force him right back to the pillar, and oh no, he's fallen off the map. That's a shame.
That's heartbreaking. It now falls into a 2-on-2, and well, as the bomb goes down, if Dignitas lose this round, I wouldn't be surprised if we need a technical timeout because letko's just
jumping off the map. Really rough. 2 versus 2. Still a very winnable situation here for Dignitas on this retake. And with HEAP finding that headshot, it falls onto Oskar's shoulders. He does hit the first flick. And with not too much time left on this bomb, he really needs to spam through this smoke. But no, he anticipates the fake from HEAP.
I reckon it's probably pretty hard to keep your balance when you're flashbanged.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't normally see flashbangs on a building site, yeah, but...
yeah. Just know that your sense of balance is tied to your ears. So if you can't, if you're hearing like a deafening,
it's about damage here, especially for letko. He's on a brilliant angle. Shock might clear it. His barrel's been spotted, and no, he's looking the wrong way. So letko
push comes through, and for these remaining players in a 2-on-2, I can't help but think that for Sinners, another retake on hand. Forest, he wins the aim duel. beastik now in a 1 versus, well, now make it 1 versus 1 as he's forced to, he spots them out. He'll deploy a flash of his own just to push forward, but the bomb is applied for him once again. letko swings wide. beastik hits a beautiful shot. Now, here comes that attack.
Well, as they start to rain in, the pistols, oh, they're doing the damage. Oskar, 3 headshots. The trades do come in, but that's absolutely huge. NEOFRAG with another. And
if you had to rely on someone from Sinners and find that win condition, and it being Oskar, well, just see, look, there it is. There's Oskar. He's going 19-9 right now, Josh.
Yeah, he's playing incredibly well for this CT side. Look at that. Really leading the charge. When you look at ZEDKO's kill count as well, the only other member that's dead, so the only other number we can see, you realize that there's quite the gap. Beautiful headshot there from NEOFRAG. He's having a great game as well. Shock lacking a little bit, 4 and 10. We haven't really... MP9 could seriously do some damage. Peeks into HEAP. He's one of the lower members, but Oskar doesn't even fire off the shot. Instead takes a deeper angle, finds himself
out for beastik as he gets ready to push around from the sandbag. HEAP's the first man to worry about. HEAP falls anyway. And now for hallzerk. This scout needs to go huge, but does it? No, it doesn't. beastik shuts him down. NEOFRAG covers his teammate, at least 4, he looks like, on the battlefield.
I think
I can't fight him anymore.
Yeah, maybe. Hide to go. I was kind of expecting a lot more from ZEDKO. With Oskar getting nice and aggressive here. Should be able to take the early duels with the pistols. Might get one up, but look how many members are about to swarm into them. That incendiary might slow things down a little longer. The flash that accompanies ZEDKO's peak, but he can't get anything done. The Desert Eagles, they're tearing through this defense. These members are unarmored, and it's not even needed. Look at this. Look how fast these shots are. The lack of Kevlar, it doesn't make any difference because Sinners aren't even trailing quite substantially. I like that Dignitas have shown us this little burst that kind of says, we're still here to win.
NEOFRAG there to assist him. For Dignitas, this late ramp control can be pretty detrimental. There's HEAP shutting down NEOFRAG as he tries to fumble a nade, and just like that, Dignitas, they got a man up. And with a trade onto beastik as well.
The inventory, and he uses an AWP Safari mesh. I love it. Every time I see it, it makes me chuckle.
You're a man who likes the skins, don't you, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, not that I really have any. I currently buy inventory.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I have a PT50 Bendy, which I'm pretty happy with. Ooh. Oscar's got a collateral, which he'll be pretty happy with as well.
Yeah, damage dealt there. To be honest, with Dignitas' current economic state, I think they'll be able to kind of brush that one off and be
where this attack comes from. Sure, he's got Shock there to assist him, and Shock has had some fairly flary kills, especially for him now. Consistency. And with Shock good for one, ZEDKO's there to trade, but in this, what will now be 4-on-4, it's now just ZEDKO versus anyone who pushes into him. Switches to USP, can't quite finish the job though, because he's taking hallzerk with him. That puts it level pegging. The molly means that Forest has got to push forward, and for NEOFRAG, he's in a position now where he could actually shut down Forest with a well-timed spam. A pretty good round from Sinners so far, especially with Forest falling. And now HEAP in a 1 versus 2. He's not been able to plant yet. He's got to go aggressive, but with 30 seconds left, time is of the essence. So right now, time is playing to his detriment. As he punches in those numbers, the push comes through. They push at once and in unison. As they swing on him, he tries to catch out the odd member. He tries to do what he can, but as they come towards him, they swarm him. And they finish the job, providing Sinners with a 13th and a 13-9. They finally hit a round on the trot.
That was a really big whiff from Forest there. As he was glaving that smoke, he should have been able to win that duel all day long, but he misses those key shots. If Dignitas take it, it goes 13-10, which seems very recoverable, especially with Sinner's current economic state.
It's actually down to Dignitas to get the next say in the matter, and as they back away themselves, they have Forest there to shut down Oskar. There's the opening. NEOFRAG on a bit of a hybrid angle now. Does it work out for him? Yes, it does. He lines up 2, makes it 3 of that, and he makes it 4. A beautiful round there.
To take Vertigo. I think we both agreed that they should be able to take Vertigo here. But we question.
It's a really, really tough spot. As for Dignitas, 30 seconds left. They've got to commit somewhere. But where? Yeah, Oskar falls. This could cause a bit of a hit towards B, but reality is it's going to be a bit of a mid to A hit. But beastik's ready for friberg. It's down to hallzerk and Forest, and this attack, it's just been dismantled. Like, absolutely dismantled.
Better here on this CT side of Vertigo as well, so he'll be able to carry that right across.
They tried to spam that smoke, tried to get an initial player. beastik falls. Oskar instantly there to trade. Switches to a deagle of his own as he knows that crow's coming. It's ZEDKO to find yet another, down to a 3-on-2. Low HP on Forest. HEAP the only man he really could deliver here, and frankly, as he walks into the crosshair of Oskar, it's a beautiful shot, all on Forest. He's good for 1, it's a nice shot, but 1v2, 7 HP, Shock finishes the boast. A bit of a win spree. Of course, Josh will take you into that in just a moment, because to get things underway, we've got a pretty damn quick pistol round. ZEDKO good for 1, tries to run away, able to double up with the assistance of Oskar, but HEAP there to trade him, puts it down to a 4-on-3. The Sinners go to rotations. Of course, Overcast and Kramer 3. I'm joined by the wonderful M&J, and it looks like NEOFRAG, as he drops down any second now, we might see a very quick retake on our hands.
Well, Dignitas, with this C4 down and these post-plant positions, they've got a good chance of holding this one up. But as hallzerk gets dinked, the diffuse, it's already coming in, the kit's there, the headshots are coming through, and HEAP, all of a sudden, he's left in a 1-on-4, and there's no chance for him at all. NEOFRAG even tries to do him dirty and get the kill at the end, but he's not able to do. Strong teams and some incredibly one-sided games. 16-9 against Evil Geniuses, 16-7 against Sprout, 16-9 against Sinners only a week ago.
Here comes that attack, and well, with 35 seconds left, it's actually get ready to spring their momentum. Letcrow shuts down Shock to get things out, and now for beastik and NEOFRAG, what can they hope to do? Not much. NEOFRAG go for 1 trade instantly by HEAP. friberg now towards backside, spam down by beastik, but beastik falls to HEAP. It's all on Oskar, 1 versus 4, and for Dignitas, this will be the equalizer.
No opportunity there for Oskar to get in as well before that C4 goes down. friberg, he's on a mere 1. That's quite a big one for them to take.
That it is, as it's all tied up. The Sinners move into a...
with some force. As Oskar holding outside, will get to the cross a little bit late, won't see the members cross into secret, but does connect onto friberg.
Looking to just hold as best he can. hallzerk shifts his way forward. It was the same duel. It's going to be hallzerk. Beautiful shot as ZEDKO falls. And with that position to hold this, though, as we've got a bit of a crossfire with NEOFRAG, here comes that initial pick. It's 2 kills apiece. Forest to trade. Shock to cement, though, when as he's quickly attempted to be finished off, beastik covers him. As Forest falls.
Outside. Sinners, they're starting to question it, but there we go. As the window's broken, Oskar can connect the first shot. That's going to initiate some of this utility to be deployed. And with 25 seconds on this clock, Dignitas, they need to get a wiggle on. This C4, it's still leaning over towards this B site. I don't think he's got time to rotate. They need to press in and look at Shock. He's in a prime position to deny it. There we go. Peak comes out, takes out friberg, and that's it. Pretty much round over, unless Forest can do something crazy here. And Shock, he's just playing his life, dancing on the rafters, hits another headshot. The man that had a a very weak performance over on Vertigo, is doing quite the opposite here on Nuke. And as beastik follows up as well, it's going to be now, instead of contesting those firefights, he falls right back, gets himself in this corner. He should be good for one there, but friberg hard clears the angle. HEAP does the same towards their window room, and all of a sudden, 5 versus 2, C4 down, surely has to. When you look at that Sinner's money, you realize that I think they've probably got one more buy in them. In fact, they definitely have one more buy in them. With Oskar able to drop, beastik will be able to drop Dignitas at an arm's length. The jump spot there from letko. He actually sees ZEDKO, and off the back of it, they're just going to burst into A and find these headshots once again.
Let's see who's able to come out on top, because right now it looks like it's going to be Dignitas. Once again, they get this site, and for Sinners, a 3-man save. It's going to be a tough ask for them as they're forced forward. Shock's able to shut down the first HEAP trades, but in this 4-on-2, you see the Sinners, ZEDKO and Oskar. It might just be a matter of saving once again.
Well, if these two members can save
forward, HEAP, he'll be the one to try and clear roof. Luckily for him, Sinners, they're nowhere near them. Sinners, they cling to everything they have, and with that,
for it. Instead, they want to save him for the post plant. And Oskar, he takes a lot of damage from trying to take that duel. NEOFRAG, well, the same goes for him, but he's not alive to tell the tale. And Dignitas, they are pressing onto this B site, and Shock's the lone defender.
Well, it works out now for Oskar. He's going to try and get the next set. The matter scoped in. He's ready for the attack, but with HEAP able to finish off the job onto beastik. Should be down to just ZEDKO, who lines up too. I was about to rule Sinners out the round, but not only does ZEDKO shut down 2 members, but he also gets the bomb. This is looking really damn strong. So for letko, what can he hope to do now as he pushes his way forward? Ready with util in hand. And well, it's that kindness. Oskar to shut down Forest. And I'll tell you what, Josh, I think Sinners are recovering this round pretty well as Oskar shuts down HEAP. It's all on letko, and as he backs away, sure, we'll get a plant, but ZEDKO, he seems pretty hungry for him.
Still on this angle as well. He's not able to jump up there any longer. And now he's just waiting on the other side of this reactor. Needs to get the timing right. The timing on the first swing. It's perfect. And Oskar needs to go for the no-scope. But is there a stack towards ramp? It doesn't matter. He's going to call all of his teammates to work their way up. But he's not cleared squeaky. beastik, he's good for 2. That's a big mistake there for friberg to be calling in his teammates without clearing that close vent angle. And it means that they take a hell of a lot of damage. Sinners right now, that's what it's about. It's about trying to get some kills in. It's about maybe trying to snatch away a rifle or 2. And so far, they're doing a very good job at it.
They absolutely are. letko, he's able to hold firm, and as he shuts down Neo, this makes getting out of vents really damn hard for Shock. He's able to pick up an AWP as he does so, though. Scoped in, he's ready for a peek from one of these members. Nothing's come yet, but it's all down to timing. And dink down, letko full, switches to the deagle now. HEAP back sight with friberg in heaven to support. Shock shuts him down. It's all on friberg. Oskar hits the shots. I think they've got time as well.
Yeah, they do, just about. They've got time on this defuse. That is absolutely unbelievable. My goodness. As Oskar spammed through that box, they
play the odd few bits of utility through these smokes, just trying to delay a push, but because these smokes are so wide, that means that hallzerk able to shut down Oskar. He's a leg down in the process, though. Oskar, again, just teasing where he can peek, and with a bit of a lull, there's NEOFRAG to shut down hallzerk. On the trade, though, NEOFRAG doubles down. 2 players hit them on the flank, though. Now Shock towards this vent. He's got HEAP to catch out, as it's actually good for 1. letko to trade once again, but ZEDKO now trapped in this vent. Should be where he falls. That he does. letko finishes the job. For Dig, that'll be 7.
It spams do some damage, but they don't find any kills. beastik, this is a smart play, wrapping around into hut. That's going to give them that man advantage they need, and with Oskar catching out the man through the squeaky door, he's not good for a second, but the man advantage still there. The AWP retrieved, and as the digits are tapped in, Sinners, they've got the numbers, and they've got their opponents low on health.
And as we wait to see how this hold works for Sinners, there's Forest, a missed shot punished by him. letko gets an extend the matter, but solved by the AK. Now beastik to come out on top. friberg now left in a 1 versus 3. Tries to do the odd bit of damage wherever possible. He's good for 1. The defuse comes through, though. He's able to cancel it out. Was it quick enough, though? Yes, it was for Dignitas. The beautiful clutch. And at that, they make it 9. A really strong round. And for Sinners, well, they're going to be kicking themselves over.
CT side just isn't good enough.
Oskar towards close outside, shuts down hallzerk. That's an opening. He's even able to get back past this smoke as well. However, friberg looks like he wants to try and duel him. It's a missed shot by Oskar, punished by friberg. Quick. This could be a really quick kill onto Forest here if he's able to go for the timing, and that is letko good for 1. Forest Oh, the timing's just heartbreaking. Forrest is going to be able to survive. NEOFRAG, he kills 2 on the flank. Heap trades. Now, Forrest, as he comes out from Ivy, I apologize, from Secret. This is... I'm lost for words. Shock's just down Heap, sure. Well, 8 seconds left, they win the round, but this has been a bizarre one, Josh.
It really has, yeah. Dignitas run down by the clock. We saw Havu playing a very similar playstyle earlier. Completely mental.
Weird people.
Like playing with cold hands.
Thank you. I'm glad I have that reassurance. ZEDKO, he deletes Shock to get things underway for this pistol round. Even though he's even able to double down onto Shock. He'll try to make it further, but NEOFRAG shuts him down. NEOFRAG doubles down on that as well. He'll even try to triple down as Heap takes a fair bit of damage. Heap does come out on top though, but not before he's also able to finish off beastik. Oskar, the last left standing in a 1v3. What can he hope to do now?
I feel like this was quite an important round for Sinners to take, and they've been completely dismantled. As hallzerk, even wrapping around towards ramp, he's still... Well, Shock on the other side of his smoke spamming away. He's going to do a lot of damage. Actually takes out Heap. And as he works his way towards ramp, he's going to have to take another duel. Can't quite win it, but Oscar's there to trade. Man advantage now for Sinners as they work their way down to B. And they're going to be challenged by Forrest, but he's only got an MP9. This could be the chance for Sinners to get back in here.
Very well could be. Forrest is just trying to tease over this initial point, but NEOFRAG shuts him down. It falls into a 4-on-5, and as more damage is done, Oskar spams down friberg, all on ZEDKO now, and at long last, it looks like we've seen a almost spray of hope for Sinners as they shut down Dignitas, and to what avail? ZEDKO, he falls with 3 players left standing as well. This
is the one that Sinners really need to topple. If they can do so, they force Dignitas, back onto an eco, and we can see this one go 11-10. Big opening pick from beastik. That's going to give him some wiggle room down towards B. And Heap on ramp, the only defender here to try and stop his opponents from actually taking this site.
And he does, and the Stars just down NEOFRAG. Heap's able to double down. Heap makes it 3, and I think we've just seen a complete color.
He wants to find 2 for his troubles. This would be crazy. Is he actually creeping under the scope?
No, he doesn't look down.
Play. That is a ballsy play. As you're absolutely right. You have to look down there if you're creeping past the scope. And hallzerk, that's a bit of spam's coming through, and ZEDKO. Oh, that's unfortunate. He's been eliminated. beastik. It's a nice bit of aggression. This is kind of a must-win round for Sinners, though, and there we go. Shock actually finding that second. Openers towards this A site, but Heap, he bounces one back. The nade comes through, brings it back into a 2-on-2 with hallzerk hitting the AWP shot. And Heap, he's kind of pincering in NEOFRAG right now whilst he takes damage from the engagement. Oskar, he's not aware that Heap's behind him, and Heap's able to double down. I mean, bearing in mind this is almost a guaranteed 15th here for Dignitas. We then need 7 in a row. But just as I say the word guaranteed, we see ZEDKO hit a beautiful 1-dig with hallzerk on this AWP. He needs to connect right now. Whilst he does find the first, that's going to be the cue to swing. And real chance at this round. ZEDKO creeping his way up secret will be able to find beastik. It's a messy spray, but he wins the duel. But they've lost the B site in the process. Going up secret puts them really out of position here.
As that plant goes down, let's see who's able to really recover from Dignitas. And as a bit of a slow start to their retake, but ZEDKO on single door. He'll look to punish Shock as his molly gets the first kill. Now the trade is not quite there, but they swing in unison. It's now down to ZEDKO. Oskar absolutely huge. He goes to trigger discipline, shuts down Forrest, turns around, doubles up onto Oskar. Onto friberg as Oskar falls. And now for ZEDKO, what can he do? ZEDKO hits the shot, but time it's already expended. Sinners, they make it 9, and with only 5 rounds.
Wise. They're going to be giving Sinners a free ticket into that grand finals. And Heap connects the first shot, falling away. ZEDKO, oh my god, that is nuts.
That's an incredible shot from ZEDKO to respond. And with beastik able to respond on the Forest over towards secret, this forces Sinners into a really quite a difficult spot as they turn their attention towards B. They do have friberg to worry about towards single door, but as ZEDKO tries to make his way towards secret, he's able to shut down beastik down to another 3-on-3 with the essence. And well, his duel with Shock is going to be everything. Shock, he gives his position away, he shows his presence, and with Oskar falling now, it's all on ZEDKO. He's good for 1, but he needs to shut down ZEDKO. ZEDKO, he's going to try and pressure him down, but all the while, this duel towards ramp, it's everything. hallzerk finishes the job. It's 15 for Dignitas, and for Sinners now, with little money, this is a tough spot. The first member for the time being, but for Dignitas, is the ramp hold. hallzerk good for one. This time he isn't trained. For a moment, that could have been scary. As they do turn around, it's the Oskar. He's caught out by Forest. His follow-up push goes through. ZEDKO good for another. NEOFRAG doubles down, though. And now in a 3-on-3. beastik's kill onto Necro's perfect. As Sinners show that they still have the signs of life. And
if they can pull it off, whilst I think it's very, very unlikely, I think that it's something they could definitely do.
However, it's still going to be some tough rounds. And as they go for what will be an early push towards A, it's going to be a charge led by ZEDKO. Good for one. You should hear the player behind him any second now, but as friberg to full, that should be the decider, actually. As Dignitas now try to push their own way forward.
This is a bit of a weird one for Dignitas as well, because they've actually gone for a buy around those two weapons. Scary.
You're absolutely right. It does start to get scary. It starts to look scary as well, because at 15-11, the scoreline becomes very obvious.
But can't hit anybody. No damage taken here from Sinners as they start to press out onto this A site. They face up against the M4 on HEAP. That's able to double up. Can't quite triple, but as the USP does damage, hallzerk's able to find another shot. And all of a sudden, this one has become very, very winnable for Dignitas. A 2 versus 1. Oskar, he spammed through the smoke. He's down to 40 points of health. He still thinks there's a man towards heaven. He's absolutely wrong. And as he taps in these digits, he could just be swarmed. It's looking like that's the case, and it's let grow right through the
side. They've deployed their own utility. They get themselves straight onto this site without any real kill just yet. Shockey's the one to draw first blood. friberg's there to fall, but they're damaged on either way as ZEDKO's tagged down just that little bit extra. As for this is still a really tough spot for Sinners. They do have a smoking kit, those make their lives easier. But with Necro shutting down Shock, Oskar sure he trades, but Forest doesn't expect the players to come down from behind him over in Pop Dog. He's caught out by ZEDKO though from behind. It's all on Necro through the smoke. Can he finish the job? No, he can't. For Sinners, that'll be a pistol round.
The support of his teammate. And the timing, it's just impeccable. He's able to get out, and he's able to catch out Shock, who's unsuspecting because beastik's supposed to be there.
A few shots just to keep Oskar back for the time being. Hasn't quite done so just yet, though, when as HEAP finds the first kill, Oskar falls, and now the trade has to come through from beastik, but he can't do so either. Now NEOFRAG has to absolutely go huge. He's good for one. He knows there's others to worry about, and Necro just deletes him. It's down to ZEDKO, 1 versus 3. I'll tell you what, Josh, I think for Dignitas, this will be a second.
It could well be. What a way to bounce back as well after losing that pistol. Of course, getting that bomb plant, it gives you that money to buy up, and it works out beautifully for them. They come into this next, and in fact, it's not even a smoke, it's a flash. Gets him off the angle regardless. Re-aggresses though, and Necro, he's not ready for it. Beautiful opening there.
Forced away, and well, as they try to respond with a full execution towards B, it's going to be friberg who's taken down. ZEDKO's able to shut down Forest once again as well. And for a 5-on-2 now, HEAP is responsible for Shock's a perfect opening, but as the spray down comes through, hallzerk trades onto beastik, NEOFRAG onto HEAP. Beautiful shot, and as NEOFRAG's able to double down, that'll be 2 for... Yeah. beastik flashes in. That's a beautiful flash from Oskar there. Forest falls with no trade whatsoever. friberg eventually can trade, but 2 HP. He's cutting it mighty fine as he continues to survive. We see NEOFRAG now try to hold, but Necro hits a wonderful shot. Trades back.
Site. Instead, they get the timing, and they get the timing right as well. As these digits are being tapped in, Oscar's going to call for the reinforcements. He's going to try and aggress himself and hit the shot, but as he makes his position known, Dignitas, they're just not going to face him any longer. Oh.
Well, hallzerk, that's a nice shot to ZEDKO now for a 3-on-2. Now Oskar desperately needs to try and trade. He swings forward, and Oskar shuts him down, and this is just what's required. The nade landing towards center site knows that they suspect hallzerk's position, but they're not able to shut him down. I think they just saw him there as hallzerk now swings wide. Shock does a bit of damage to him. He's got to try and battle Shock, a beautiful shot for him, and that kill should cement the round. Dignitas, they now lead 4-2. So they force Oskar to back away. He'll cling to that AWP. He'll save that AWP. And for Sinners, this is now their chance to, well, at least try and hold, but even then, what good could it do? What Sinners could do to respond?
Oh, HEAP seems to be aware of this aggression, but Oskar hits the shot regardless. Oskar doubles up as well, and that's the C4.
Dignitas being able to kind of retake this in a clean fashion. This is going to be a slaughter no matter how they spin it. beastik calls the Necro as well, means a flank is a very real possibility. As they push their way forward, ZEDKO down the smoke. What can he hope to do? Well, friberg spotted out. friberg is able to get the kill though, and with that, a 2-on-2. To what avail?
Forest drops down this ladder, and there we go. The element of surprise. beastik, he's only got a second there to react, and as Oskar hits the shots, Sinners, they turn the round in their favor. Work their way towards B. They've got ZEDKO to contend with up close. The real fear, though, should be with Oskar, who's holding from afar. Shock for him.
Will it be powerful to what extent? And, well, as Oskar shuts down Forest, that's a beautiful opening there. 3 quick kills for Sinners. Traded out by hallzerk, but to what avail? beastik to finish.
Very good, but they need to make sure they continue to bounce rounds off of each other, because if they allow Sinners to take the reins here and have a 9-6, a 10-5 half, then they might struggle.
You're absolutely right, and as Frost shuts down the first member, trades back and forth, leave a perfect opportunity for Dignitas to try and respond. And, well, ZEDKO, that's the response that they were waiting for, but this time it goes in favor of Sinners. Into a 3-on-3, and for Dignitas, as they slowly push their way forward, they're trying to outmaneuver Sinners, but outmaneuver to what's avail, Josh. LeCro, he's holding as firm as he can. hallzerk, beautiful shot onto Shock there. He's given his position away, and now ZEDKO, he's in an almost impossible spot. He's got players from all around him. HEAP, he swings into him, he finishes the job. Frostka, he might just have to save, and well, they have money, but it's nice to hold on to it. And for Dignitas,
he'll be able to carry this AWP into the next when he really shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And AWP, a nice weapon to hold on to. It can do that.
Something that Dignitas don't even have one of. As Shock starts to walk through this smoke, this is a really dangerous game. Accompanied by the flash, he will be eliminated by hallzerk.
Oskar, he's got beastik in a position where beastik can just turn and help him instantly. That molly's really strong. This is going to force players forward, and HEAP will just fall to it. Now, as the mollies go down, as the set piece goes out, friberg, I'm kind of surprised he isn't tagged by that molly, or at least for more damage. And as he pushes his way ahead, they go straight to beastik. It's a beautiful 1-2 repertoire, and then which hallzerk, yes, he does trade, but in a 3-on-2. Now hallzerk needs to double down. Oskar ready for him, though, finishes the job, leaving LeCro alone in a 1 versus 3. Good for one, executes the NEOFRAG, but to what avail, because it looks like both members are going to be set up for him in a bit of a crossfire, and it won't even matter as Oskar to a position that Oskar likes to defend. But this time they don't have Oskar. They've got ZEDKO, whether it be a doppelganger or just a mere reflection. It looks like it may be the doppelganger. ZEDKO finishes the job, and with that, it falls into a now bomb plant going down for ZEDKO. With this bomb plant, we see friberg pushed up, ready, holding this close angle. Shock falls, beastik trades down into a 4-on-3, and as LeCro now sits carrying backside, ZEDKO continues to peek straight into him. It's a beautiful shot by LeCro. He needs to be able to double down there. He'll look to make it 3, can't do so as beastik catches out the first member. Then that bomb is being stuck. beastik now ready for hallzerk, able to try and shut him down, but it does not matter. HEAP on the flank, even unable to get the kill. As Dignitas taking a look to go straight through it, and ZEDKO, well, he's had a pretty good game so far. Can he try single-handedly to stop a push? Well, shutting down 2 members, even making it 3. He looks like he bloody can. He's got hallzerk to worry about as well. Swings straight into him, can't quite finish the job though. hallzerk, just 33 HP, is able to get this bomb plant now. This will trigger the push. This will trigger the retake instantly from Sinners as they push their way forward. LeCro, he's the first to fall, the first casualty of this retake, and as hallzerk to shift his way forward, he's got beastik to worry about for good damn reason. beastik jumps up towards his side. 4x3 though means he doesn't see hallzerk. hallzerk eventually is spotted out though. He'll fall nonetheless. Forest now the last man left standing, having third position towards Rab. As he delves on down, he'll be running straight into the awaiting NEOFRAG. He'll send him to a very early grave. It's going to be a 9th for Sinners now as they find their rhythm and they find their catalyst to bring them a very one-sided victory come their CT side. Sounds like into a tough spot. Needs to try and catch out the odd member as they cross, knowing full well that they're about to peek into him. As that plant goes down, he misses his shot uncharacteristically though. Punished by HEAP as Shock's the one to fall instead of him. And as the volleys go down, I'll tell you what, Josh, just as I'm hyping up ZEDKO, we might finally see Dignitas with a successful B take, but Oskar and ZEDKO, they're not going quietly. It's 2 quick kills. They've got forwarded positions on HEAP and friberg. But forwarded positions mean what when the entire area around it gets taken down? The molly is going to try and force these members out of position. Instead, it's going to land towards white. HEAP ready for ZEDKO. There's the first. He doubles down as well, though, from Rab. He makes it 3. Now for Oskar, alone in a 1 versus 3. Caught out by HEAP, who hits the ace in that board. But that's kit and smoke to their hands. And tell you what, ZEDKO, He's going for a ballsy buy. We see a deagle in his hand. Heap deletes him, though. That first kill forces Sinners to now go that bit more aggressive. And for ZEDKO, that must have been a miss by surely, because he's on a deagle with no utility whatsoever. Heap and friberg, they too find some kills. And as it falls down, it's a shock to get the next say of the matter. It's a complete collapse. Dignitas, they hit 7. It's the first buy. This is where they test the metal of Dignitas. They do so with a straight execution. Forest completely blinded, pushes forward towards red. Let ZEDKO, though, there to trade. But elsewhere, friberg and Heap have found kills of their own. Traded out again, leaves friberg one of the lone defenders towards this site. But hallzerk's there to chime in just in the nick of time. With a 2K on that FAMAS, despite being...
They look to bite back. Rifles out. Oskar with that sniper. Everybody else with those AK-47s. And Oskar, the aggressive peek towards B. It doesn't here in the first 10 seconds of their buy round.
As he's able to come out on top of all for NEOFRAG. They go for the double drop into pop. And, well, let's see how hallzerk's able to fare. Pushed up towards Con, scopes in, ready to catch out the first member, but the first catch out is actually Heap aggressive from Ivy. Shot killed as he tries to back away, and for Sinners now, a lot rides on this straight execution towards B. Sure, there's only 2 men to worry about, but one of them's hallzerk, and tell you what, Josh, he has a starty tendency to bite. Well, he misses his shot here. Letcro certainly won't. Lines up the first, tries to double down, digs down ZEDKO, but is unable to finish the job. NEOFRAG rings true onto hallzerk as well. Down to a 2-on-2, a very winnable situation for either party. And ZEDKO on low HP. He's going to try and dump that util before he falls. Otherwise, he's going to be in a bit of trouble. NEOFRAG, beautiful shots, get things underway, though. Spots out Forest, spots out Heap as well. Heap shifting forward, takes down ZEDKO. Now it's definitely doable. He's got a nade to work with. He's got a molly out of that. And it's a nade from NEOFRAG, tags Heap down to just 7 HP. The Glock should finish the job, but Heap is just going to stick it. He's going to stick that bomb, and oh, it's perfect. That's 11 for Dick. Let's wait for this push. Heap now and Letcro. A base setup on ramp. beastik ready to swing into them. There's NEOFRAG shot down Letcro. friberg there to trade. NEOFRAG to double down. NEOFRAG to make it 3. Now that is all standing. What can they hope to do to trade as they shift their way forward? Shock's going to be on a bit of a flank. hallzerk not quite spotting it out. Eventually he does. Shock loses his head, but it may not matter. The damage has been done in the round. It's been confirmed. Sinners with 10. And Dignitas only 1 round away and almost spitting distance.
For them to change the pace at a time like that seems bizarre. Maybe would have worked out another time.
Oskar just slowly shifting his way forward. And let's second out, friberg's going to be in a bit of trouble, especially with Oskar trying to get this initial pick. But Shock loses his head. That's the opening that was required. And as the nade keeps players away, he's even going to stay on the angle as well. Swinging wide, caught out by Oskar though. Down to a 4-on-4. Now Sinners looks to try and push.
Well, I'm surprised that they didn't think he had fallen back there. I thought that was definitely their kind of thought process with that, and that's what friberg was going for. But a brilliant bait, and look at that from Heap. Unbelievable 1D, even double dipping here as he gets legged down by the AWP. He's still here to try and contest this C4 control, and as he confirms that there's a man flanking him from behind, hallzerk can finish him. beastik gets the flank, but a 2-on-2, and look at that time, Krem, and there's only 15 seconds on this clock. They've just about retrieved the C4, but as Letcro drops it, that's it. There's no time for beastik to retrieve it and get that bomb down. This was a freebie round for Sinners, and it's fallen away from them. beastik just about able to save that AWP and bring it into the next, but Dignitas, they show they've still got life in them and they fight back. Forest kind of out in the open here, very vulnerable, and that Molotov, it's going to force him right out of position. He's in the open and NEOFRAG's able to capitalize.
friberg low money, Heap low money, as well as Sinners. This is a round that almost counts as double, and Heap, that aggression, that trade is perfect. hallzerk's able to double down. Shocky's able to trade though, keeping it even, but it's allowed them to get out of May, and with Oskar finishing off hallzerk, now this is trouble for Dignitas. 25 seconds left. Shock's going to punch in those numbers. friberg will try and trade it. He can do just that though. Quick kill there. Oskar will try to spam down with that up. He can't finish the job though. NEOFRAG tries to aggress, shuts him down, leaves it all on Letcro. Letcro on a very long flank all the way through a main, but unfortunately for him, the bomb isn't planted for him. He'll sprint his way forward. He'll try to get from him. Oskar scoped in. I don't know if he saw the kind of tail end of Letcro there. As Letcro shifts his way forward, he spotted out. Oskar lands.
There's a full healthy investment. And on the other side, Dignitas, it's a full buy from them, but there's really not too much to work with. Couple of deagles, couple of...
Dignitas, they're already there to try and stop this plant. The numbers punched in. Here comes the aggression from hallzerk. Scopes in. Shock is able to get the first. ZEDKO instantly there to trade, though. hallzerk is going to pick straight into ZEDKO, though. ZEDKO, timing does not bless him. Forest onto Oskar, leaves it all onto beastik. And in a 1 versus 4, with no util to assist him, I think we may have seen Dignitas win on their force buy. They tapped that bomb once. beastik is sort of swing straight straight as a Forest Sorp, and as he does so, he'll be swinging to his death.
Incredible player, Sinners. They go for another investment here. It's another full buy. It's lacking on the utility a little bit, but what scares me the most is the fact they've got no money behind them. If he can't connect the shot, he's flashed off the angle. That gives Sinners a chance to get onto this bomb site, but Lekro's still here to cause a ruckus. Headshot found, and as he creeps up on top of the train, he'll do further damage, but no kill. Man advantage still here for Dignitas, but as the C4 goes down, Sinners, they've got a chance.
There's a chance, but it's a fleeting one. hallzerk onto Shock's able to trade. Oskar, though, gets the next say in the matter. Onto Forest, into a 2-on-2. beastik no 1 HP. Oskar with negligible amounts as well. And with hallzerk posted on this left side angle, the second Oskar swings, it's to his death. And he must be having a sixth sense telling him that this all was posted. HEAP, a beautiful shot to shut down Oskar. It's all on beastik with just 6 HP left. What can he hope to do? Their nade goes out. HEAP finishes the job. Dignitas, they hit 14. And they force Sinners to an awful buy.
This B site, it could be for the final time, but it's all a big bamboozle. They're not even committing to this. I didn't realize where the C4 was. It's on Shock and it's over towards A. They're going to press in for a final push towards this alpha bomb site, and it's completely